All right, so the big questions that we're asking this evening, will Hindutva work for the Bharatiya Janata Party? Because it didn't quite work in 2020, but this time around, it's an entirely different political landscape where Delhi is concerned. Will freebies, though, be the ultimate decider? Arvind Kejriwal versus all in the capital. Who will Congress hurt? BJP or the Aam Aadmi Party? All those questions, let's take it to our panelists. Ashutosh, political analyst; Pradeep Bhandari, spokesperson, Bharatiya Janata Party; Dolly Sharma, spokesperson, Congress; Akshay Marathe, spokesperson, Aam Aadmi Party. Pradeep Bhandari, many would suggest that till now the BJP was running a campaign which was working well for the party. Running a polarizing campaign, but without running an outwardly polarizing campaign. You gave tickets to the likes of Ramesh Biduri against Atishi. You gave tickets to the likes of Kapil Mishra. Your messaging was clear, but you were not overt about it. With Yogi Adityanath, do you think that could backfire? Because the fence-sitters in the minority vote looking to vote the Congress might say there is no option, AAP is the best choice to defeat BJP.
Well, Preeti, first of all, Yogi Adityanath is the Chief Minister, which has ensured that Uttar Pradesh now is the second highest contributor to India's GDP. So we are looking at fighting the Delhi elections purely and purely because we believe on the ground there is a massive anti-incumbency and there is pure appeasement which is happening from the Aam Aadmi Party. The Congress Party is literally pulled out of the race with Rahul Gandhi cancelling his consecutive rallies. So there is a tacit pact between the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party which is out in the open. Now, I have just certain fundamental questions, Preeti. The Aam Aadmi Party has been in governance since last 10 years, in fact, more than 10 years, and it is the party to answer in Delhi, not us. And the Aam Aadmi Party is not the party which will speak about Uttar Pradesh because they got lesser votes than Nota. And Yogi Adityanath's speech, even if you analyze today, 78 to 80% of the speech was purely on issues of Delhi, which I would like to reiterate here.
What was the other 20?
It was about exposing the appeasement of the Aam Aadmi Party. The Aam Aadmi Party is a pure appeasement party, a party which gives ticket to Amatullah Khan, who backed Tahir Hussain, who was the mastermind of Delhi riots, is an appeasement party, is what we believe, and that's what the High Court has also said. And the charges on Tahir Hussain still continue, and the case has not been quashed. I have just 5 fundamental questions. Preeti, on an interview with you, Arvind Kejriwal promised that Yamuna will be clean, and if Yamuna is not clean, Delhi should not vote. Yogi Adityanath raised that, and that is what the people of Delhi have raised. Has Yamuna been clean? Absolutely not. Point number 2, he speaks about schools, and I will try to expose the school model. In Delhi, the passing percentage in 2011 was 99.09 CBSE. In Arvind Kejriwal, it is dropped down in 2018 to 68.90. More than 55,000 students have failed in 11 standards and more than 1 lakh students have failed in 9 standards. So it's a failed education model. I will compare with another report. The dropout rate in Uttar Pradesh has gone down, whereas the dropout rate in Arvind Kejriwal's Delhi has gone up. That is point number 2. Point number 3, it is about credibility because they have to answer. They are promising 2,100 rupees to the women of Delhi. You've been to Punjab, you've been to Haryana. Please tell us a single woman they have deposited 100 rupees. We've deposited in various states as Samman Rashi. So their credibility is also in question. So we are fighting this election as the voice of people of Delhi, and all our leaders, whether it is Yogi Adityanath ji, whether it is Home Minister Amit Shah or the Honorable Prime Minister, are raising those issues.
All right, okay. Akshay Marathe, you have a Yogi Adityanath who enters the political fray. 2020, a polarizing campaign did not work for the Bharatiya Janata Party. However, things are very, very different this time around. But what I will show you worked for the BJP and should possibly worry the Aam Aadmi Party. We're just going to give out that graphic on which how Yogi Adityanath, when he campaigned in 2020, the vote share of the BJP in those areas went up. And we're going to give those graphics out in particular. Yes, there you have it. Constituencies like Patparganj, Kiradi, Mehroli, Uttam Nagar, Dwarka, Tuklakabad, Vikaspuri, all these areas where Yogi Adityanath campaigned in 2020 did not in 2015, but from 2015 to 2020, you can see a sizable jump for the BJP vote.
Preeti, let me start by saying that there is an interesting statistic I would like to counter your statistics with, which is that wherever the Prime Minister contested, campaigned for the Bharatiya Janata Party in Delhi in the last assembly election, the BJP lost by an even worse margin than 2015. So whatever Yogi Adityanath ji might contribute to the BJP, Narendra Modi ji will come and reduce it for the Bharatiya Janata Party. So that is for the data to speak, and we can go and review that data. But let's come to the point. The point is that every leader of the Bharatiya Janata Party from around the world, it's the biggest party in the world. So even international leaders are welcome to campaign for the Bharatiya Janata Party in Delhi. And they did so in 2015 also, in 2020 also. And Aam Aadmi Party still won 67 and 62 seats the last 2 times. Why is that the case, Preeti? Because Delhi people have their relatives, they have their friends, they have their colleagues who come from Noida, Ghaziabad, Faridabad, from Gurgaon, from other parts of neighboring states, even some from Rajasthan, and all these neighboring states actually have BJP governments. So they are aware that even for consuming the least amount of electricity, and they don't even get 24-hour electricity in those states, they are charged thousands and thousands of rupees. Let me give you an example. If you consume 400 units of electricity in Delhi, you pay a bill of 900 rupees. If you consume 400 units of electricity in Uttar Pradesh, you pay 5 times that amount.
Okay.
That is the reality of the power distribution and the power supply between Aam Aadmi Party governed state and BJP governed state. If you look at compare the schools, I would like to report it to go to Ghaziabad, which is right next to Delhi. Look at the schools on this side of the border, on Delhi's side of the border, and go to the schools on the Ghaziabad side of the border, and you will see how pathetic the BJP's run schools are in the UP side. And unfortunately for those people who live in Ghaziabad, they have to come all the way to Delhi to come to our government schools. Okay. And that's why you see the number of students in our government schools is rising. 4 lakh children have moved in the last 4 years alone from private schools of Delhi to government schools of Delhi. If they were failing, as Pradeep Bhandari has been quoting some figure that they are failing apparently, then why are they leaving expensive private schools and coming to Delhi's government schools? Okay. I'll tell you why. Because in the last 5 years, we have constructed 24,000 new classrooms at a world-class level. They have fancy new desks to sit on. They have good, clean bathrooms to use. They have swimming pools. They have auditoriums. All of these things.
Allow me to come back to you. I want to bring in Dolly Sharma and Ashutosh into this conversation. Dolly Sharma, the entry of a Yogi Adityanath doesn't quite augur well for the Congress party. I'll ask you 2 questions. One, which rests on the fact that if it's an outwardly polarizing election with the cry for Hindutva, many fence-sitters, especially from the minority vote bank, who thought that this time around they'll vote the Congress. Now the default option becomes the Aam Aadmi Party because that's the only party which has the chance to defeat the BJP. So bad news on that account.
See, Congress is working on the guarantees. Congress is raising the issues of the people of Delhi, and we are working on the work that Sheila Dikshit ji had, done in Delhi. 70 plus flyovers, 350 plus kilometers of metro in Delhi that Sheila ji has given, LPG in place of kerosene, CNG buses in place of DTC buses, Haryali Delhi. She worked specially for the increasing pollution in those days, and houses to the poor that Sheila Dikshit ji had given to the people of Delhi. And even today, the infrastructure that the Aam Aadmi Party is working on is all built by Sheila Dikshit ji, Congress Party's government. So if you will say that Congress Party is only working on the guarantees and promises that we are making, number one. Mm-hmm. Number two, like Yogi Adityanath you mentioned.
Dolly Sharma, you said the Congress is only working on guarantees, but allow me a rebuttal and I'll bring in Ashutosh into this conversation. I'm just saying, allow me a rebuttal. If you were only working on guarantees, then why is it that the only lone rally, till now there's only been one, of Rahul Gandhi, happened in Selampur, where the minority population is over 50%?
No, Rahul Gandhi ji will come for sure, and we are working for the people of Delhi. We are raising the issues of the people of Delhi. For example, like you mentioned Yogi Adityanath ji, I live in Ghaziabad. They are asking, they are talking about the welfare of the people of Delhi. They are talking about the jogis, and they are demolishing the houses here. 550 plus houses. The jogis were demolished here. You are talking about giving the houses in Delhi. Yahan todo, wahan jodo for the sake of votes. Okay. Bringing Yogi Adityanath ji in the Delhi campaign is only to polarize. For example, batoge to
okay, fine.
That is the last election.
One takes your point, but that polarization could lead to a counter polarization, and that doesn't augur well for your lot is all I'm asking. Dolly Sharma, I'll circle back to you. Allow me to circle back to you. No, Ashutosh, the entry of Yogi Adityanath, and now we're going to see a blitzkrieg. Many would say, right, the election has just about started. where Delhi is concerned. Till now, it was all fun and games. How do you read Yogi Adityanath coming in, the poster boy of Hindutva? Do you think it can work in a Delhi when it did not work in 2020?
Preeti, I think the entry of Yogi Adityanath has certainly is always controversial wherever he goes, and he makes all those controversial statements like "batenge to katenge," ya fir Bangladeshis and Rohingyas. But let's understand this. It worked in Maharashtra, as people are saying, but did it work in Jharkhand? It did not work in Jharkhand. So there is a 50-50 chance again. But Delhi is a very, very different demographically. If you look at Delhi, is very, very different. There is almost 88% literacy rate. The 4.61 lakh is the per capita income in Delhi. And the people of Delhi are very, very evolved in the different sense. They normally don't vote on the basis of the caste. They don't vote on the basis of religion. So I don't see that Yogi Adityanath, yes, he is a Hindutva poster boy. There's no doubt about it. And he would like to influence a certain section of the population, and especially those who have come from UP and Bihar. But to have a pan-Delhi influence on the voter on the issue of Hindu-Musliman, I don't think it's going to work. Look at
but Ashutosh, the BJP doesn't really want a pan-Delhi influence. They want it to impact certain pockets and pull away that 6% vote share.
I don't think so. I don't think so. See, UP, the people who are coming from UP and Bihar, they are much evolved, and they are exposed to the different world in Delhi altogether. It's a very cosmopolitan culture. It's a very different kind of culture altogether. So I don't see that is going to work. Did it work in 2020? No, it did not work. Did it work in 2015? It did not work. I still remember when in 2015 Mr. Narendra Modi was there. He said कि ये तो नक्सली है, इनकी जगह तो जंगल में है, जंगलों में रहना चाहिए. या क्या संयोग है या प्रयोग है? It did not work. You still remember what Amit Shah has said कि इतने कस के बटन दबाओ कि ताकि शाहीन बाग को जाकर करंट लगे. It did not work. So I think the problem with the BJP has not been able to decode the Arvind Kejriwal phenomenon. They have to decode that.
Ashutosh, before I go, I'm going to bring in Pradeep Bhandari. What's the problem with the Aam Aadmi Party right now, facing with the coming in of Yogi Adityanath? Or the likes, it's a blitzkrieg now from the BJP.
Well, Preeti, first
let Ashutosh answer, then I'll come to Ashutosh very quickly, then I'll give... Ashutosh, that question was for you.
Yeah, what is your question, Preeti?
You said that's the problem for the BJP. The question I asked you, what are the problems for the Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal? Because now you're going to face a blitzkrieg from the BJP.
See, the Arvind Kejriwal is certainly have three disadvantages. One is almost 11 years of anti-incumbency. Secondly, the serious perception on the issue of corruption. And fourthly, there is a double or the triple anti-incumbency in the sense because the Aam Aadmi Party is in the MCD, Aam Aadmi Party is in the government, and there are almost 60-70 MLAs have been elected for 3 times. So it's not only the anti-incumbency against the Aam Aadmi Party government itself, which is a classic case, but about MCD anti-incumbency is also working against it.
So it's a double-engine anti-incumbency. All right. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Pradeep Bhandari, you wanted to come in?
Yes.
Play for the Purvanchali vote, something that you haven't been able to break off the Aam Aadmi Party. Number one. Number two, the middle class usually does, emote. It's very emotive when it comes to the issue of Hindutva. 53.6% voted for the Aam Aadmi Party in 2020. All of that at play?
Well, Preeti, for us, Hindutva and development are two sides of the same coin. But I will just answer your question, but allow me 6 specific rebuttals on the lies spread by Aam Aadmi Party. Please read Delhi High Court order on 9th April 2024, where the Delhi High Court lambasted the Aam Aadmi Party government, saying that 2/3 of the schools in Northeast Delhi do not even have proper benches. They are broken benches. That is the Aam Aadmi Party's education model. Please, he was speaking about classroom. Please read the Indian Express report on December 22, 2023, where the Indian Express reported how the Aam Aadmi Party had built classrooms on toilets, porters and cabins. He was speaking about his education model. Please read April 13, 2022. It was out all in the media. In fact, in India Today also, out of 1,027 schools, 824 schools do not have a principal. He was speaking about a lot of power bills. India Today report on July 11, 2024, 40% increase in power bill. In fact, 70% of Delhi pays more than 2,000 rupees per month for power bill in Delhi. So that's his fake electricity model. He might be thinking about his sheesh mill where there is 24/7 electricity. I disagree with my friend Ashutosh here, who is a very senior journalist and a neutral journalist. He was looking down on the people of Maharashtra and Mumbai, saying that they're not evolved. Well, Mumbai has, I believe, better per capita income and equal per capita income as Delhi, and out of 36 seats in this assembly elections, we won 21 seats. So it is unfair to look down on the other people when the result does not go in your favor. That is point number 1. Preeti, you were speaking about data, it's a fantastic graphic, and I will demonstrate how the Aam Aadmi Party is facing a massive anti-incumbency. Let's imagine a hypothetical scenario, Preeti, that there is a massive pro-incumbency for Arvind Kejriwal, like 2015 and 20. Manish Sisodia had won the Patpargan seats with 3,250 votes. Now, I remember very clearly in 2014, 19, even 24, the media narrative and generally on the ground was that Modi ji ke naam pe koi bhi chunav jeet sakta hai. Now, if Delhi ke andar Arvind Kejriwal ji ke naam pe koi bhi chunav jeet sakta hai, to why his right hand Manish Sisodia, where he won the seat with 3,050 votes, left that seat and went to Jangpura? Because he knows that on Arvind Kejriwal's name, even Aam Aadmi Party cannot swing 1,500 votes. That is a pure testament on data point on how they are facing a massive anti-incumbency. There are videos out there. Another point I'll give you. 50,000 was what the margin of Aam Aadmi Party was of Simapuri. The guy who won Simapuri has also left the Aam Aadmi Party. Please tell me, is it a coincidence that the guy who wins with 50,000 votes and the guy who wins with 3,250 votes both have left the Aam Aadmi Party? Both of them know that Arvind Kejriwal cannot get a single vote. Again, I reiterate, Preeti, they are the people to answer. Can they tell a single woman they have deposited 100 rupees in Punjab? Have they cleaned Yamuna? Have they provided clean air? Have they ensured that Delhi is does not have a single kuda? Have they ensured proper roads in Delhi? These are the issues of people of Delhi.
Pradeep Bhandari, these are the times of elections and it cuts both ways. So if there have been, like you pointed out, AAP leaders that have joined the BJP or left the Aam Aadmi Party, there have been BJP leaders that have left the BJP joined.
Imagine a scenario. It's the right hand of Arvind Kejriwal. Why is he not fighting from Patparganj, which he won with 3,250 votes? If it's a wave of Kejriwal like last time, Kejriwal ke button pe to sabko jeetna chahiye.
All right, okay. Akshay Marathe wants to come in for a rebuttal. Go ahead, Akshay Marathe. The fact is, go ahead, make your point, then I'll come in for a question.
He talked about a Delhi High Court order. Now let's look at this way. Every election booth in Delhi is inside a government school. I want to appeal to all the people who are watching this show today. When you go to vote in a Delhi government school, just look at the state of the Delhi government school and decide if you think Aam Aadmi Party has done a good job or not. That's the proof of the pudding is in the eating. It is a very good thing that the election happens inside government schools because everybody can see that the BJP is lying and Aam Aadmi Party is telling the truth. The transformation of government schools in Delhi is so visible for all to see that that's partly one of the reasons that people who go, even a BJP voter, when he enters the booth and he looks around, he's like, wow, Kejriwal ne kya school bana diya? And he votes for Aam Aadmi Party.
Okay, 1 second. Akshay Marathe, let me come in 1 second. Allow him to speak. Akshay Marathe, the fact is, elections and polling also happens in NDMC schools. Those are not under the state government. So let's move on from the point. Until and unless you want to showcase the NDMC schools as well.
No, MCD, we have won only 2 years ago. You give us the rest of the 3 years, we will transform those schools as well. That's not a problem at all. Now, coming to the second point about the tickets changing, about people moving from one constituency to another. What kind of argument is this? You look at any election that BJP has contested. I'll give you one example. The last MCD election that the BJP fought, they removed all candidates. All 250 candidates were removed. That's the kind of anti-incumbency the BJP had against their councillors. So every party has their own strategy to counter their own flaws on the ground. We are saying upfront that we did a survey. We found that some of our MLAs were lacking on the ground and we replaced them. What's the problem with that?
That's exactly what the BJP does. So I'll come back to the BJP on that account.
5 seconds. There is a huge difference. He is admitting that Manish Sisodia was facing anti-incumbency because he did not do work and Arvind Kejriwal's name could not get Manish Sisodia the vote. I'm asking specifically on Manish Sisodia. He's not a normal MLA.
But I'll tell you what.
दुनिया के देश भर के सरकारी स्कूल्स के अंदर ही इलेक्शंस होते हैं. ऐसा नहीं कि दिल्ली में ही सरकारी स्कूल्स में इलेक्शंस होते हैं. क्या लॉजिक हो गया?
One second. Okay.
Let me answer.
Akshay Marathe, please complete and I'll go to Dolly Sharma then. Make your point.
But Manish Sisodia का टिकट काटा नहीं है. Manish Sisodia जी जंगपुरा से लड़ रहे हैं. He was the deputy chief minister of Delhi. He was the education minister of Delhi. His work is across
I think that's the give and take of elections because Pradeep, let's not get into 2024 Lok Sabha elections. You and I both know how many of your top leaders lost in Uttar Pradesh and in certain key seats that they lost. That's not a referendum on Prime Minister Modi. That's really not a referendum on Prime Minister Modi. Anyway, but Dolly Sharma, to bring you in, let me circle back to the same very question that I asked you. There's a reason why in Selampur your first rally was held, whether the Congress accepts it or not, and should actually accept it with pride. If you have a vote bank in the minority vote, then it's a good thing because 12.6% is the minority vote in Delhi. Even if a percentage of that shifts to the Congress, it could be trouble for the Aam Aadmi Party. But therefore, if you bring in a polarizing figure into the campaign, then there could be counter consolidation, and that could happen in the favor of the Aam Aadmi Party because there is no other option. Do you think this will harm you? Or do you think there has been a certain amount of calibration and suddenly we don't see Rahul Gandhi, who was supposed to have a rally yesterday, and he's nowhere to be seen right now?
Preeti, Congress is a secular party and we talk about every citizen of this country, not minority, not Hindu, not Muslim, everybody, every caste, every religion we talk about. Like I said, Sheila ji always felt Delhi as her own home and treated citizens as their family. But now after her, you see what is the condition of Delhi. You have made people of Delhi want oxygen. What you are giving is, you are only giving a fake combination. People of Delhi is Delhi ka dil. And what have you done to the capital of this country? Pollution highest. Schools he's talking about continuously. You make one model school and everywhere you show that school, whosoever is coming, you're going to that same school. Okay. Every school, every university, everything was made under Congress government. You tell me the names of new schools that you have made. Abhi Delhi CM was saying that मुझे इतने सालों में पता चल गया है कि यमुना की सफाई से वोट नहीं मिलता है. Then why you were always after Yamuna की सफाई, Yamuna का front, where is that now? Same way you will talk about the कूड़े का पहाड़ now. अभी एमसीडी में आ गए, लेकिन हमें ये पता चल गया कि ऐसे राजनीति नहीं होती. कुछ राजनीति के गुण मैं सीख गया हूं, फिर कह देंगे कि कूड़े के पहाड़ भी साफ नहीं हो सकते. You tell me whether it is BJP or the Aam Aadmi Party, what have they done in regard to the pollution that all of us are facing in Delhi?
Okay, fair point. All of those
have any answer to it?
No. Dolly Sharma, okay, fair point.
Blame is their game. That is what they are
doing. All right,
doing.
fair point. But like I said, all of these allegations aside, Dolly Sharma, but when it comes down to the lot of the Congress, that's where the question arises. From 4% vote, today you are back in the fray, running a campaign which is, of course, on anti-incumbency of the Aam Aadmi Party and questions on the BJP, but you have little to offer other than the legacy of Sheila Dikshit. There's an entire generation that has no clue. But, I'll bring back Ashutosh. Ma'am, allow me to move on and I'll come back to you.
Cards on the flyovers that Sheila ji has made.
Okay, 1 second. Now, allow me to bring in Ashutosh back.
It was not the same that Sheila ji had started.
Okay, ma'am, fine. Okay, I'll come back to you. What Sheila Dikshit did then, and then there has been a fair amount of gap. So therefore, okay. Ma'am, allow me to bring in other people. Allow me to bring in other people. Ashutosh, to pull you back into this conversation, usually the Delhi election, and I think you'd know that better because you fought one, is decided in the last final lap, which is the last 6 days. What do you think will come to count? Because number one, Hindutva, everything aside, anti-incumbency, roads, water, sewage, Rohingyas, everything aside, do you think ultimately it will come down to who is offering more freebies?
See, Preeti, I think the Delhi election is all about Arvind Kejriwal. Either somebody is voting for Arvind Kejriwal or somebody is voting against Arvind Kejriwal.
True.
Either he is happy with what he has delivered in the last 11 years, or the people are unhappy with what in their perception has not delivered. So it's like parliament election, it was all about Narendra Modi. So Delhi election is all about Kejriwal. Look at the figures. In parliament election, the Aam Aadmi Party's vote shrinks to 18% in the 2019. But in assembly election, it takes a jump of 36%, goes to 54%. That's all about Arvind Kejriwal. So that's what I'm saying. And let's talk about this. See, one can criticize Arvind Kejriwal on many accounts, on pollution, on the roads and everything. But on the issue of education, electricity and water, I think this government has delivered. And if I remember in 2015, when Arvind Kejriwal presented the first budget, Manish Sisodia presented the first budget, there was a allocation of almost 22% of the budget on the education. If I remember offhand, it was something around 41,000 crore was the budget and 9,000 something around was allocated to the education. That is a humongous number. So one can always argue that these are the number of drop-offs and dropouts and other kind of things. But look at the UP. in this year only, 27,000 schools are going to be shut because there are less than 50 students. But on that basis of one particular data, can we rubbish that there is no schooling in Delhi, in UP? Or can we rubbish nothing has happened in Delhi? No, that is not true. The fact of the matter is, if the BJP has to win this election, they have to crack the code called Arvind Kejriwal.
Okay.
And I'm sorry to say this, even in this election, they have not been able to crack that code.
You know, one thing is clear, and we've said that multiple times. And Pradeep, you would, whether it's for or against, this is a referendum on Arvind Kejriwal. For the BJP, who says that this is an easy election, that there is so much anti-incumbency, people just want Arvind Kejriwal out. I'll just read out the list of BJP leaders that are campaigning in the national capital. You have the Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Dhani, you have the Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma, you have the party President JP Nadda, you have the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister, you have Bijayant Panda, you have Home Minister Amit Shah, then you have the Prime Minister. They're all putting their weight in Delhi. If this was such an easy election, Pradeep Bhandari, the top brass, everyone included, not these many faces were not even there in the Maharashtra elections. They're all there.
Well, Preeti, we have government in more than 20 states. Can you please tell us the faces that you've named, bearing apart Pushkar Singh Dhani, who of these individuals have not campaigned in either Maharashtra or Haryana, or bearing apart any election? Well, Delhi is a mini capital.
Arjun Ram Meghwal.
Mr. Meghwal has been to Maharashtra. Please check. Mr. Meghwal was in Haryana. There is a lot of.
Mr. Meghwal wasn't in Maharashtra.
No, Mr. Meghwal was in Haryana.
Okay.
He keeps on
not
going.
Not in Maharashtra.
So,
Haryana, yes.
See, Haryana, yes. As I said, Preeti, we look at every election on a case-to-case basis, and all our senior leaders campaign. It is nothing specific to Delhi. But allow me 10 seconds of time. Sure. I disagree completely with Ashutosh. Any education model has to be judged by its outcome. Ashutosh ji, if you can tell me the education model of Delhi is so great, why the All India CBSE 10th class percentage is 93.13, why the Delhi government schools pass percentage is less than the All India, it is only 85, and why the Kendra Vidyalaya pass percentage is 98, which is more than All India. There is suddenly something which is not working. You spoke about कि दिल्ली के अंदर पानी पे बहुत काम किया है. This is the आज तक report on 11 June 2024. यहाँ पे टैंकर माफिया चल रहा है. I challenge on your show to Ashutosh, please get the India Today reporter. I will take him to places of Sangam Vihar जहाँ पे साफ पीने का पानी नहीं मिल पा रहा. और आशुतोष जी आप पानी पी के बता दो तो मैं कहूंगा कि भाई अरविंद केजरीवाल ने काम किया है. So let's call a spade a spade. Our opinions cannot desist from facts. Again, Akshay did not answer a specific question. The specific question is, was the Delhi High Court wrong when it said that 2/3 of the schools in Northeast Delhi have broken benches? Are you going against the Delhi High Court order? Please show the Supreme Court order which rebuffed it. Mr. Kejriwal is the biggest liar. This is his affidavit of 2013. We cannot take anything they say in face value. बोलते कि मैं Mr. Kejriwal in 2013 said that मैं बंगला गाड़ी लाल बत्ती नहीं लूंगा. He's there. He said कि मैं बड़ा घर नहीं बनाऊंगा. He has a शीश महल. He said मैं VVIP security नहीं लूंगा. Your sticker is showing that he's so cozy about getting only the Punjab police guys. This is a man who's completely lost his credibility and people will vote against him.
No, because what he said was that he's uncomfortable with the Delhi police because it's got the Home Ministry stamp on it. That's the official.
That is his stance, but we
I'm
cannot
going to
take
get
it
to
because
this
of Mr.
point.
Kejriwal.
Okay, I'm going to take final comments. Akshay Marathe, very quickly, come in.
No, this is an important issue. I think the BJP should realize that if they find that there is so much anger against Arvind Kejriwal and they are going to win very easily against him, then why is it that literally every single day the goons of the Bharatiya Janata Party are mounting attacks on Arvind Kejriwal? Today, this evening at a Sabha in Harinagar, Arvind Kejriwal was attacked by BJP goons. 3 days ago, his car was attacked with a rock thrown by somebody who was seen next to Pravesh Verma. Just 5 minutes ago, Preeti, I got a report. You should ask your reporters to show those visuals on TV. In Kalibadi, where Arvind Kejriwal is campaigning right now, there are goons standing with sticks who were waiting there to ambush.
Okay, let him finish. You can come in. Allow him.
So I think the reason why Arvind Kejriwal needs Punjab police security is because the Delhi police, unfortunately, is a very politicized police force that is controlled directly by Arvind Kejriwal's opponent, the Home Minister Amit Shah, who has already thrown Arvind Kejriwal in jail in a false case for 6 months. So we know what Amit Shah ji wants Arvind Kejriwal to finally end up as. And the Punjab police security was offered because there was a threat perception against Arvind Kejriwal that MHA had determined. So let's put that aside. His security is not a political issue. I hope the BJP will not make it a political issue. Now let's come to the question of water and sewer, two issues that Pradeep Bhandari talked about.
No, the Yamuna. The fact is the former Chief Minister of Delhi has shifted goalposts. And the charge that even Yogi Adityanath made, or what the BJP makes, Akshay Marathe, is true to an extent. Is the Yamuna clean? No. Are the roads devoid of potholes? No. Are the garbage mounds only mounting over? Yes. And those were the exact promises that you rode to power with.
Now allow me to complete. When Aam Aadmi Party joined the government in 2015, both these parties, BJP and Congress, they used to think that Delhi is only within the ring road. Only the New Delhi area would be considered as Delhi. All the lakhs of people who live in unauthorized colonies outside the ring road. There are 1,700 unauthorized colonies, 40 lakh people live in those colonies. Do you know how many of these colonies had sewer lines laid down? Zero. Do you know how many of these colonies had water pipelines laid down? Zero.
Okay. All right, I'm running out of time. Okay, Akshay Marathe. Okay, he wants to come in for a rebuttal. I'll go to Dolly Sharma and Ashutosh.
This is 17 June 2016. This is not a video of Delhi. Mr. Kejriwal is being slapped. If people are angry with him, you can't blame the Bharatiya Janata Party. Stop your melodrama for God's sake. Same script every time, Akshay. Same script.
How can you condone violence like this?
Same script.
No,
I am not, but it is his script. He wants, nobody is getting sympathy. Same script. Swati Maliwal ko aap peette ho.
If you remove...
First speak about
all right, okay, 1 second. Let's not... Okay, I'm going to quickly take in 2 final comments. Dolly Sharma, to bring you in all of this, let me ask you that question again, Dolly Sharma. Number one, are we actually going to see Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi take to the fore? It's the final lap right now. The rallies that they had promised, some of them have been cancelled.
PP, they will definitely come and campaign for all the candidates of the Congress party, number one. Second question that you said that Congress, yes, Congress is working on the guarantees. We give what we promised. We've given in Karnataka, we've given in Himachal, we've given in Telangana. So likewise, the guarantees that we are offering to the people of Delhi, we will deliver because we have already delivered to the people of Delhi.
But Dolly Sharma, if they're going to start campaigning for every candidate...
Kejriwal by the people of Delhi, when he was campaigning, one lady said, and it was all over in media, that you have given nothing to us. Whatever is given was by the Congress party.
All right, but Dolly Sharma, once again, I'll say, if the Congress now starts campaigning on every seat, there are not enough days left. Actually, not even quarter of the seats that the Congress is fighting. Ashutosh, I want to quickly bring you in. Okay.
Our leaders are campaigning.
Fair point. Okay. All right.
Priyanka will also join the campaign soon.
All right. Okay. It's like that old Bollywood movie, Ashutosh, Karan Arjun aayenge. God knows when they'll come, but they're going to come. But I'll bring you back into this conversation. Number one, Ashutosh, there seemed to be a whole push by the Congress party. That has waned off at least the last 3-4 days. Is there some sort of an understanding between the Congress?
I don't see there is an understanding between the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party. But one thing is sure that the Congress Party, after a decade, is contesting election and very seriously contesting election. Whether it gets a dividend, that's a different thing altogether. Because the Congress Party is suffering from among the minorities. In Delhi, 13% minorities, first preference is the Congress Party. But unfortunately, they will not vote for the Congress Party, but they will vote for the Aam Aadmi Party. Because they know Aam Aadmi Party is in a better position to defeat BJP. About the Dalits, there is 17% Dalits in Delhi. And they are also, the Congress can get a few percentage of votes among the Dalits because the Safe Constitution campaign by Rahul Gandhi has really attracted Dalits towards the Congress Party. But again, as I'm saying, the Indian election is all about who is winning. So the voter decides not to waste their vote, but to vote for the candidate who is winning.
Is that why the central leadership has suddenly, once again, who thought to have come in, has taken a step back? You see them more in Belgavi, you see them more elsewhere than in Delhi.
No, I don't see that. If the Congress Party and Aam Aadmi Party they are contesting on the different platform, then the Congress Party should put all his resources and all his muscle power to try to increase their vote share. Because unless they really work hard, how will the Congress
Fair
Party
point, but they don't seemingly doing it. Okay, we're going to end it there, but there's still time left, viewers. The Delhi elections, usually it comes down to the wire. They're decided in the final last week. Like I said, till now, it was rainbows and roses. Even if you thought it was getting ugly, wait for it. It's going to happen. I hope it doesn't, but it possibly will. Thank you for all our political analysts for joining us.